Hey guys, it's MPP here again. Sorry about all the background noise. I got my kids on the PlayStation 4 at the moment playing Geometry Wars, so they're super excited about that. And I got my dishwasher going, so it's making some noise. I'm gonna make some lunch here, and I'm gonna make gnocchi. So I'm gonna take those 3 packages of gnocchi that I got, and I'm going to use. We got some garlic. We got those shiitake mushrooms out of that other box. I have a block of Parmesan. I have this guy right here, Alfredo sauce. We're just gonna coat them, and then we're gonna put some purple onion in there, or red onion, depending on who you are and what you want to call it, in there for flavor. And then I'm gonna use the rest of this True Story Sriracha Jalapeño chicken sausage, which came out really good last time. So without further ado, let's get started on that. Okay guys, so gnocchi's pretty easy to cook. I've already opened up the package and I broke these up because they were stuck together. These are dry. So all you need is some salted boiling water, and you just drop these guys in without splashing yourself, obviously, and wait for them to cook. You will know when gnocchi is done because it will float, and you don't need to do anything else except wait for that to happen. So kind of like when you're cooking fried foods, you wait for it to float. Drop these in. So I'm gonna get all the rest of these in, and then I'll show you guys what they look like when they're done. So as you can see now, some of my gnocchi is starting to float. So I'm going to use this guy right here. It's called a spider. And I'm just going to reach in here, pull out the ones that are floating, and let them drain. Put these over here, and all I'm going to do is just keep pulling out the ones that are floating. It gives the stuff a chance on the bottom to rise to the top. I advocate for having 2 spiders in your kitchen, one for cooking things in water like this, and another for cooking things in oil. And the reason being that if you don't get those spiders clean, or if you've ever worked anywhere where they deep fry a lot of stuff, you've seen where like the oil gets stuck to things and creates kind of a like a glue around the edges of stuff. So I think it's a good idea to have 2 spiders. That, and then you can cook multiple things at the same time and use them. So anyways, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to get all 3 of my packages cooked, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright guys, gnocchi's done, and got my stove nice and starchy, as you can see. So I put a little bit of butter in the bottom of my pot. And the next thing I'm going to do is start adding my other ingredients in here. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. So the first thing I'm going to put in here is garlic, because I want it to release its oil. And everybody's always like, oh, how much garlic should you add? You know, a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. I say add as much garlic as you like. Like, normally I would not be shaking this like this, but it's hard to operate just my phone and this at the same time. So anyways, I think that's probably enough garlic. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little more. That'll work. All right, and then over here we have the rest of our ingredients that are chopped. And so the order I'm going to put the ingredients in is I'm going to put in the mushrooms first, because I want them to release their water and kind of let it evaporate. And these guys act like a sponge, so they'll start soaking up flavor from everything else. So those are going to go in first so we can start those cooking. And then I'm going to throw in my onion, because I want it to start releasing its flavor in there and make it really bright and sharp with the red onion flavor. And then the last thing that's going to go in is my sausage, because this is actually already cooked anyways. It's already prepared, which is why these can all be on the cutting board at the same time, because it's not a raw product. And they're all going into the same dish anyways, so we won't cross-contaminate that way. But these are already prepared, so they're going to take the least amount of time to actually cook. So let me get my mushrooms in there. So I have my shiitake mushrooms in here, and these guys were just rough chopped, which means that I wasn't trying to make them in any specific size. I just wanted them kind of cut up, like that guy right there you can see is still nearly whole. Missed him. But anyways, yeah, I wanted different pieces of mushroom, different size pieces of mushroom in my dish. It has nothing to do, for me, it has nothing to do with length of cooking time or anything like that. I just wanted it to have different sizes and different kind of, well, they're all going to have kind of the same texture, but yeah, it was just quicker and easier for me to do it that way. So now you can see that my mushrooms are kind of cooked down. You can see the water and whatnot down in there. I'm going to start adding in my red onion, and these have just been sliced, they'll start coming apart once I start stirring. So I'm going to get all that in there and get that mixed up. Okay, well, I have my onions in there, and you can see now where they've started to change color. They're not that deep purple anymore. They're starting to get a little lighter. So now that that's done, I'm going to get my sausage in here, and that'll be the last ingredient that goes in before my wet stuff starts going in, which is going to be the Alfredo sauce, and yeah, the Alfredo sauce that I'm going to mix in with it, and then we'll get it all plated up with the gnocchi and see how it looks and tastes. Alright guys, so I have had this cooking and marrying, and you can see even the sausage is now changing color. So I'm going to add my Alfredo sauce right here, and I don't have a spoon that's actually going to fit inside. Well, I probably do, that'll fit inside the top of this, but I know it doesn't look like a lot of sauce. There's actually still quite a bit left in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of milk in here, and I'm going to recap it, using my children's phrases now, and shake it, and then I'm going to pour it all in here, and I'm going to let it cook. If you wanted a richer flavor, you could use half and half or even heavy whipping cream, and that would give you a much a creamier base and a richer flavor, but I'm just going to use milk today because that's what I've got.